intoxicating smell of the graveyard. Once a year, we gather beneath our family tree to honor the great cycle of life and death. Come, every member of our clan, living, dead, and undecided, and let us celebrate what it is to be an Addams. Come to me, my luscious wife, oh, she of skin so pale, eyes so black, and dress cut down to Venezuela. And tell us what it is every Addams hopes for.
Darkness, grief, and unspeakable sorrow.
I love it when you talk sexy. When you're an Addams, you need to have a little moonlight. When you're an Addams, you need to feel a little chill. You have to see the world in shades of gray. You have to put some poison in your day.
That's the way when
You're
you're
an
an Addams.
You need to have a sense of humor.
When you're an Addams, you need to have a taste for death.
Who cares about the world outside and what it wants from you? When you're an Addams, you do what Addams always do. Mi amor,
Will you love me forever and ever?
we shall be as besotted with each other as the night we met.
Our first date, you took me to see
Death of a salesman.
how we laughed. When you're an Addams,
You gotta have a lot of passion.
when you're an Addams, you need to really love your wife.
At least once a day.
You're happy when your toes are in the mud. You smile a bit the moment you smell blood. Oh! When you're an Addams, you need to grab a bow and arrow. When you're an Addams, you need a moment to explode. Just pour a potion, flip the switch, and wait till things get hot. When you're an Addams, you have to really stir the pot. So give us shadows and give us gloom, broken glass in a motel room, something fun we can all consume and give it all tonight.
And now we summon our beloved ancestors. Why do we do this?
Because living or dead, family is still family.
Yes, and how do we do this?
By dancing on their grave.
Yes, dance, my brother Fester. Time to wake the dead. Here, my beloved ancestors, back to your crypt.
Hey, it's locked. That's right. We have a problem.
His name is Lucas. Lucas Beinecke, and I'm in love.
That's right. Little Wednesday Addams. That charming, irrepressible bundle of malice who would poison her own brother just for a ride in the ambulance has grown up and found love.
Oh, Wednesday, I just want to lock you up in a little white cottage with a picket fence and an apple tree.
I like the part about being locked up.
So here's the deal. Gather around. I'm not letting you back into that crypt until love triumphs. So who is this Lucas fella? Is he really worthy of her? Do they really love each other? What is love anyway? Does this rash look serious to you? So many questions about love, but when you think about it, is there anything more important? Let's not talk about anything else but love. Worth repeating. Let's not talk about anything else but love. Can't we talk about lofty goals, mating souls, altering minds and altering roles? Let's not talk about anything else.
Fight, sir. Fight like a man. Feel the kiss of my Spanish steel. Ha, 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 ha. Foiled again. Oh, oh. Damn your lightning reflexes.
Gomez, look.
Ugh, flowers. Who would send something so tasteless?
The most precious gift there is, more goodylicious than gold, is that blessing we call friendship, whether new or very old.
Ugh, goody-licious. Who talks like this?
The Beineckes, Wednesday's friend Lucas and his parents. They're coming for dinner tonight.
Lucas.
Yes.
But Lucas is a boy's name.
Yes.
Wednesday has a friend who's a boy.
It's nothing, darling. Puppy love. Put these in water.
Mom, Dad, I shot dinner.
Oh, Wednesday. That's lovely. Wherever did you find it?
Petting zoo.
Thank you, dear. Come, Lurt. We'll whip up something real special, and this time we'll actually cook it. Oh, Gomez. Guess for dinner. Fresh meat.
Daddy, I have something very important to tell you.
What is it?
Can you keep a secret?
Of course.
Look.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that looked like an engagement ring. What are you saying?
Oh, Daddy, Lucas wants to marry me.
What?
Lucas Beinecke loves me, and he wants to marry me.
Do you want to marry him?
I think so.
Think so.
Well, I've never even met his parents, and he's never met mine. And I just want to be sure
That he's the one?
that the families can get along. I mean, he has to know what he's getting into.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we're who we are, and they're from Ohio.
Ohio, a swing state.
That's what I mean.
You're right. This is important. Let's go tell your
No.
mother. But we have to tell your
Daddy,
mother.
please. She'll ask a lot of embarrassing questions and wreck the whole thing.
You don't want me to tell your mother that you're getting married.
After dinner and we're all friends, then we'll tell her.
But I've never kept anything
Daddy,
from your mother.
please,
I
if
don't
you
know. I
love me.
can't
Do you love me, Daddy?
There are two things I would never do. Say no to my wife, say no to my daughter. So what exactly should I do? Do you realize what you're asking me to do?
Daddy, just one tiny little secret, please, please.
Okay. I promise I won't tell your mother.
Thank you, Daddy. Our little secret.
Yes, our little secret. Wednesday's growing up, but I'm not ready. Wednesday's growing up as time slips by. When did she become someone else's chum? Someone else to make her father wonder why, oh why? Wednesday's growing up. She'll be Thursday before you know it. A puzzling thing. A secret in the house. A boy, a girl, a ring.
Something's wrong with Wednesday.
Oh, what are you talking about?
She was in the kitchen smiling like this. Maybe it is this boy.
This boy! Don't be silly. Ha, I say. And double ha. Ha ha. You yourself said, puppy love. Come, darling. I feel the urge to take you in my arms. Let's go upstairs.
Gomez.
On the other hand, she is a healthy young woman, like you were. Like you. She could even fall in love and get married, like you did.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm much too young to have a married daughter.
Of course! I did not think of that.
Besides, she'll have lots of boys.
How do you know?
Because she's my daughter?
Yes, but what if, and I have no reason to say this, what if she did meet someone who stole her heart?
Don't be silly. When that happens, I'll be the first to know. Wednesday tells me everything, just like you do.
There are 3 things I would never do. Lie to my wife, lie to my daughter, or tell the truth to either one.
Gomez, you do tell me everything, don't you?
Of course.
Oh my, you're perspiring.
What?
I hope you're not coming down with a case of liar's shingles.
No.
I think Wednesday and I should have a little chat.
Like a bull in the ring or the moderate right wing, I'm trapped. Like a fly in my tea or the New York DMV, I'm trapped. With my wife to my left and my daughter to my right, any thought of my escaping must be scrapped. I could choose, sing the blues, but no matter what I do, I'm trapped. Like a boat in a lock or a cuckoo in a clock, I'm trapped. Like a corpse in the ground or like theater in the round, I'm trapped. I could cry, I could lie, I could simply up and die, but I fear the dice I rolled have finally cracked. Should I beg, should I rage, or stay simply in my cage? How trapped. The woman I adore, the bitter breeze that keeps me here and coming back for more. She stokes the Adam's fire, she harbors each desire. I'd never tell her lies, but when my daughter cries, how can I be expected then to turn the other cheek? Should I not be her hero instead of sniveling and weak? I'll pick the route that's true, tell me what I must do. Should I gripe? Should I groan? Would I rather pass a stone? Trapped. Wife gone wild, crazy child, little me unreconciled, I'm trapped. If I'm wrong, I'll be strong and we'll try to get along. Or I'll fail, have to bail, show my coffin to the nail. If I napped, if I snapped, maybe dinner would be scrapped. Then I wouldn't be trapped.
Wednesday and Lucas sitting in Oh, Pugsley, ever since I met him, I want to laugh and cry, and everything seems right and wrong at the same time. And then sometimes I just want to rip his flesh off and eat him up until there's nothing left. I don't have a sunny disposition. I'm not known for being too amused. My demeanor's locked in one position. See my face, I'm enthused. Suddenly, however, I've been puzzled. Bunny rabbits make me want to cry. All my inhibitions have been muzzled, and I think I know why. I'm being pulled in a new direction, but I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm being pulled in a new direction. Through my painful pursuit, somehow Broodies took root. All the things I detested, impossibly cute. God, what do I do?
You got some real issues.
Fly away, little birdie. Mother always said be kind to strangers, but she doesn't know what they destroy. I can feel the clear and present dangers when she learns that the bomb has got me out in a new direction. But I think I like it. That was good. I think I like it. Do it again. Being out in a new direction. And this feeling I know is impossible, so I'll confide that I've tried, but I can't let it go. It's disgustingly true. Puppy dogs with droopy faces, unicorns with dancing mice, sunrise in wide open spaces, Disney World, I'll go there twice. Butterflies and painted lunches, bunches of chrysanthemums, lollipops and pillow fights, and Christmas Eve sugar plums, string quartets and chia pets and afternoon banana splits, angels watching as I sleep, and Liberace's greatest hits have got me pulled in a new direction. If they keep insisting, I'll stop resisting. Just watch me pulled in a new direction. I should stay in the dark, not obey every spark, but the boy has a bite better far than his bark, and you'll bet all night to do what's truly taboo as I'm pulled in a new direction.
I was right. It is the boy.
Yes, but I don't think it's such a big
Puppy
deal.
dogs, Disney World. She's in no state to entertain guests. We have to cancel the dinner.
No!
What?
I mean, we can't do that.
Why?
Because then there won't be a dinner.
Gomez, do you love your daughter? Do you care for her mental well-being?
Of course.
Do you want her to be put on heavy medication and spend the rest of her days hating us because we let her ruin her life?
There are 4 things.
Gomez! Would you stop that?
I think we should have this dinner.
Why?
We need to introduce her to the world.
Are you out of your mind? Have you seen the world lately? Now stop prattling and go tell her the dinner is off.
Ah,
You're the father's the counselor. And if after 25 years of marriage you can't do this one thing for me, then I just don't know what.
Okay, family meeting about tonight. Now, here's the schedule. First, we have drinks like, hi, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Okay. And then they'll want to see the house, and at 8 we'll have dinner, and they can be back at their hotel by 9:30.
Wednesday, your father has something to tell you.
Actually, Paloma, your mother and I have had second thoughts.
What about?
This dinner, it all seems so quick.
It's not quick. Daddy, it's just a simple dinner, and they're dying to meet you. And I promised Lucas. And you know how I hate to break a promise.
Yes, Paloma, but your mother and
Daddy,
I...
I'm your only daughter and your eldest child. If you can't do this one thing for me, then I just don't know what.
Maybe just a little dinner.
Thank you, Daddy.
Well, it seems I've been outvoted. So, dinner it is. Drinks, dinner, and the game.
God, please, no, not the game.
But it's a family tradition.
But it's my dinner.
But it's my house, darling. Dinner and the game.
1 out of 2, Paloma. Don't push it.
Then can we at least all act normal?
Define normal.
Normal is an illusion, darling. What's normal for the spider is a calamity for the fly.
Mother, please. They're normal people, not like you, not like me. Please can't we be an average family? One normal night, that's all I want, that's all I need from you. One normal house without a mouse to feed a plant or two. You must admit you're not what people call laid back. So can't we muse a bit and lose the basic black? Whoa, one normal night with normal people on their way. Just one normal night. What do you say?
One normal night.
Be polite to do the least you can.
1 normal Eve?
When you achieve a kind of common man, you have to swear to me as promised to the core. It's almost 6 o'clock, they're almost at the door. On all the Adams ancestors who've ever walked a right. One normal night.
Okay, Lucas, enough is enough. Give me the map.
I don't see any houses.
Because there aren't any, Alice. We're in the middle of some godforsaken park.
Central Park, dear. Designed in 1857 by...
Wait!
What?
I know where we are! It's where I first saw her. I was lost in a park, and a pigeon dropped at my feet with an arrow in it. And I look up, and there she was. Wednesday, with a crossbow.
A what?
A crossbow, you know.
This girl walks around with a crossbow?
It's okay, Dad. She has a permit.
Okay, good. Good choice, son. See, here's what's gonna happen. Me and you, we're gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna have a little talk.
Be patient with him, dear. A father should support his son, and Lucas is your only one.
See what you did? Your mother's rhyming again. I say we go back to the hotel and
Dad, no! One normal night, no, not one poem, not one aspiring word. One normalcy, complete routine. Tonight can be absurd. Please don't embarrass me or be completely rude. Don't make a fuss about the house, about the food. Whoa, one normal night. I know it's big, but can't you see? This one normal night is for me. Come on.
Seems like a nice young man. But they're not right for each other. What do you mean they're not right for each other? Was Napoleon right for Josephine? Was nausea right for Dramamine? Were the 80s right for the drug machine? Who's to say? Who's to say? Was ballet right for Balanchine? Was polio right for the South vaccine? Were you folks right for those seats? Who's to say? One normal night is a perilous trick. Normal is hard to attain. Children are crazy and parents are quick. Passions are hard to explain. But this is their moment and this is your chance. So if you don't want to remain, start singing of love. What? Love. 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 Only Either you help these kids out or you're stuck here for eternity. So, yes, right, Lord. Love lets our spirits depart. So let the normalcy start. Protective rally round, let's aid them and abet. One normal night is what they'll
Girl.
One normal night, one normal night, one normal night. Wednesday wants one normal night, one normal night, one normal night. Give her just one normal night, one normal night, one normal night. Wednesday wants one normal night. We'll comprehend, we'll tend to every need.
When we arrive, we'll come alive to make this night succeed. Just be respectable, don't make it unremarkable. Okay,
Undetectable, our passions of
Just as you say.
Then it's paradise right here in Central Park.
In one normal, informal, one normal night.
They're here. Hurry up.
Hello. Had a little trouble finding this place. Looks like somebody shot out all your street lamps. Wow, look at this place. Just move in or what?
No, this is how they live in New York. They spent all of their money on rent and have nothing left for furniture.
Mal Beinecke. My wife Alice. My son Lucas. And you are... Nice talking to you. Earth to Alice, we landed in Weird Town. I say drinks and bye-bye.
Oh, Mal, be open to new experience and welcome in the new. Reach into your surprise bag. There might be a gift for you.
Honey, my surprise bag is so full I can hardly lift it. The guy who patted me down at the airport, he slipped me his telephone number. I don't think I can take any more surprises.
Lighten up, Dad. They're your type of people. Real salt of the earth.
Oh yeah? And where are they from?
Oh, where are we from? Funny you should ask. July 31st, 1715, the Spanish warship Pico de Gallo, commanded by my great nautical ancestor, Captain General Redondo Ventana Laguna Don Jose Cuervo, leaves Madrid, bound for the New World. 3 weeks later, he is still in Madrid, as Madrid is 400 miles from the nearest ocean. A stubborn man, he set sail anyway, only to sink 6 months later off the southern coast of Florida, a hostile land inhabited by mosquitoes, rattlesnakes, and several retired corporate rodents. But enough about us. Mr. Malcolm Beinecke, I presume, and the lovely Mrs. Malcolm Beinecke. Ah, and you must be young Lucas. Unless, of course, you are the father and you are the son with a massive thyroid problem. I go too far. No matter. The night she is young. Welcome to our extremely normal home. Gomez Florencia Adams, at your service. Allow me to introduce my wife, La Dueña, mother of my children, el amor de mi vida, the love of my life, Morticia.
Sorry I'm late. I was putting the apple pie on the windowsill to cool.
That's my little woman. A duchess in the parlor and a genius in the kitchen.
Oh, Gomez.
Oh.
So very pleased, Mr. Beinecke.
Mrs. Adams.
Mrs. Beinecke.
Alice.
Alice. And you must be Lucas. What a lovely name.
Thanks. I'm named after my Uncle Lucas, who got lost in the woods and have to eat his own leg.
They don't need to know about that.
No, it's a beautiful story. Wednesday is a cousin who swallowed his own tongue. He talked like this.
Thank you, Mother. Hi, I'm Wednesday.
What are you wearing?
A dress.
A yellow dress.
Paloma, what happened? You look like a crime scene.
Will you excuse us for a moment? I will not have that color in my house.
I'm just being normal, okay?
Darling, we don't wear bright colors. Bright colors are for people with no inner life and no imagination. Oh, look. It's everywhere.
It's a lovely dress, Wednesday. Yellow is the color of the warming sun. Yellow is the color of yumminess and fun. Why not show the world the love in which we all believe? Why not show your heart for all to see right on your sleeve? Yellow, it is.
Excellent! A lovely sentiment on the color yellow. And now, look everyone, it's Pugsley Adams, Wednesday's brother, just returned from Bible study. Say hello, Puggles.
Hello, want to make a donation?
Of course, sweetheart. What are you collecting for?
Just put some money in the can and nobody gets hurt.
Boy, it's normal out there.
And this is our dear little grandma, the very soul and spirit of the family.
Hi, just came back from the hospital. Cardiac ward. Boy, they're dropping like flies over there. I hope you're staying in good shape. Grains, fresh fruit, 40 minutes on the treadmill.
Oh, I know I should, but I didn't do any of that.
Well, then you're gonna die, honey.
Who's ready for some football? Oh, Factor's got the ball. He's running. He's dodging. Look at that son of a bitch go. He's rounding the 20. He's on the 3rd and touchdown. The crowd goes wild.
This is my brother, Fester.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Fester. All right, go away now.
Bye.
And now for a welcoming toast from the extensive Adams Caves.
Children, you're excused.
Lucas, come on. Dad, remember?
Not to worry, Paloma.
Leave the door open, you hear?
You're concerned they will make the beast, eh? Not to worry, my friend. My daughter has a black belt in Taekwondo. He tries anything, she rips his throat out. To the children.
Excuse me. Do you have a little girl's room?
We used to, but we let them all go.
Gomez, come with me, dear. I'll show you.
A grand tour for the missus. And the mister and I will go below for some guy stuff. Then dinner.
And after dinner, the game.
Oh, yeah? What kind of game?
Did you ever play charades?
Yeah.
Oh, good, it's nothing like that.
Did you get the flowers?
Oh, yes, and the lovely poem. Wherever did you find it?
I wrote it.
No.
When I'm depressed or feeling blessed, a poem will get it off my chest. They come to me, they take no time. They just pop up and always rhyme.
Maybe you should see someone about that.
And they're always about the one thing everyone needs and so few have.
Healthcare?
Why, love, of course.
Let's not talk about anything else but love. Worth repeating. Let's not talk about anything else but love. Can't we talk about lofty goals? Mating souls, altering minds and filtering rules. Let's not talk about anything else.
You know we're gonna freak out when we tell them, right?
My father won't.
Why?
I already told him.
What? You told your father? Your father? The one with a sword? You told him we're getting married just like that.
He was totally cool with it. Mostly.
I thought we were gonna tell them all together.
We need his help. You don't know my mother. She could really screw it up.
I am not marrying your mother.
I know. Look, it might seem old-fashioned, but I want their blessing.
You're right. It is old-fashioned.
Lucas, do you love me?
Of course.
Then leave it to me. It's all going according to plan.
What plan? There is no plan.
That's the plan. Improvise. Keep him guessing.
You're so crazy.
You say that like it's a bad thing. It's just a simple dinner. What could go wrong? Come on.
Aww. Be patient, and soon the way will be clear. Focus your fear, and troubles all will disappear. Let's not talk about anything old. Please don't leave us out in the cold. Let's not talk about anything else but love. But love. But love.
Nice chairs. Antique?
15th century, the heretic's chair, once owned by Tomas de Torquemada, Grand Inquisitor of Madrid.
You collect this kind of stuff?
A man must have his hobbies. Some play cards, some play golf. Me, I collect instruments of persuasion. Why, you may ask? Go on, ask. Ask.
Why?
It's fun! The history of the world told in agony and dismemberment. Get up, I'll show you. You sit. They ask you a question. They don't like the answer? That'll make you believe, eh? Go on, sit. Let me ask you a question.
Some other time.
Okie dokie. So, how about these crazy kids, eh?
What about them?
They seem very fond of each other, no?
Yeah. Well, it's not like they're getting married.
Oh, married? No, oh, of course not. They're so young. Of course, they do marry young these days, do they not?
I don't know what they do.
Oh, then speak about you, the Beinecke saga, your lives, your hopes, your dreams, your son.
Well, my son, Lucas, he's a little soft like his mother. When he gets out of college, I'll toughen him up. Teach him the business. Make him a man.
Can I say something? You and I feel we understand each other. Do you feel this?
No.
Come, Beinecke, I'll show you the moat. Did you bring a bathing suit? Never mind, let's be crazy.
And here's Cousin Helga from Baden-Baden.
Who's that looking over her shoulder?
Oh no, that's her other head.
She has two heads?
Well, you know what they say. And here's Gomez and I at our wedding.
What's that?
Our wedding vows.
That's so romantic. We promise to tango at least 3 times a week.
For passion,
We promise to tell each other everything.
for truth,
Everything?
of course.
And you're still married.
More than ever.
Boy, it sure doesn't work that way in our house.
How does it work?
Well, what's good for the gander's a nice, quiet goose. If I told Mel my secrets, all hell would break loose.
Alice, I'm shocked. What kind of marriage is it where you keep secrets from each other?
A long one.
Secrets are the enemies of passion. Staying true will get you through the day. Truth is not a thing that one should ration, but I think you think of it that way. Never keep a sin inside the closet. Always give the facts a fighting chance. Every time you do, it's a deposit in the long-term life of your romance. Keep no secrets if you want to remain your lover. Share all secrets. There's a woman, there's a right to discover. Lies and secrets, he should always know exactly who you are. Bear your secrets and your marriage will be healthy. secret and she wound up on a TV screen. That's not a pretty scene. She kept a secret and she wound up on the cover of a magazine.
She's quite the fence.
What's that one?
A dance routine. Keep no secrets.
Welcome honesty with
No resistance. Then your marriage.
ease another kind of
Coexistence.
lies and secrets.
They're the sins that keep a husband from a wife.
Gomez loves me. He would never keep a secret in his
Never keep a
life.
secret. No secret in his life.
So, Beinecke, tell me, where does a student get the money for an engagement ring?
Well, after school, I work at a bookstore, and on weekends, I tutor kids from a charter school. Oh, and summers, I work at my uncle's grocery store.
Is any of this true?
Most of it.
And then your time off, wise guy.
Mostly, I just think about Wednesday and how much I love her and how we can have a wonderful life together.
Oh, and what does a Lucas Beinecke become when it grows up?
Maybe a writer or a medical examiner.
A medical examiner. Why?
Because you get to look inside of people's bodies and they don't mind it because they're dead.
Where did you find him?
We found each other. It's kind of a miracle.
Gomez!
Oh my God, Dad.
What are we gonna do?
Let's just tell her. It's gonna be okay.
promised
I know my wife better than you do. It's gonna be perfectly
What
fine.
were the three of you whispering about?
The weather.
The economy.
The economy.
Well, we'll be going now. See you at dinner.
Come, Lucas, I'll show you the moat. Did you ever see a rat as big as a dachshund?
No, sir.
Would you like it?
Gomez! What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We were just talking.
That wasn't talking, that was conspiring.
No, conspiring is give me the classified government documents. No, Nixon, you rodent.
That's what you were doing.
Querida, stop this foolishness.
You're keeping something from me.
Querida, I have never kept anything from you. And may lightning strike me where I stand if I'm keeping anything from you now.
That it should come to this.
Here, Cara, I feel the urge to take you in my arms.
No, Gomez.
What?
Not today.
But you've never turned down a trip to heaven.
Not today. Now I'll be in my room until you're ready to share like a proper husband.
Like a bug in a jar or a frozen cable car, I'm trapped. Like a man growing gray when his wife says not today. What if she doesn't dance with me anymore? Who could conceive it? What if I and one tiny lie started civil war? What if a line's been crossed, vows of commitment lost? How is that possible? Could that be possible?
Wondering on, just for a minute.
After dinner.
But what if they hate each other?
What if they don't? Be like me. Look on the bright side.
You make me so crazy.
Maybe you two should get a room. Pugsley, stop sneaking around like that. It's my house too, okay? Excuse me while I kill my brother.
I'll take care of it. Hey, it's the Buckster. What's up, old man?
Are you trying to be cool?
Uh-huh.
'Cause you're not cool.
Your sister thinks I am.
She'll get over it.
Aren't you a little too young to be smoking?
I'm under a lot of stress right now. My sister's having an identity crisis. We're gonna go now.
Can I come?
Sorry, Pugs. I'm with Lucas now. Bye. But wait. Wait. What if she never tortures me anymore? How would I manage? What if she never nails my tongue to the bathroom floor? What if she walks away, leaving me a-okay, hiding each power tool? Why would she be so cruel? I could stab my arm myself, could rip my tonsils out, could set my hair aflame. I could spray my eyes with mace, but face the fact, without her, it wouldn't be the same.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, stud, how's life?
Too long.
Tell me about it.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Restocking Grandma's private stash. Herbs, potions, remedies, nature's candy. No prescription needed.
What's that one?
Peyote
What's it do?
makes you run around naked in the woods.
What about this one?
Bukuli. You got someone giving you a hard time?
Maybe.
Sprinkle a little of this on his toast. An hour later, he's in a padded room screaming, I am Spartacus!
Grandma, what if there was this girl who had met this person, and he's all like, hey, it's the Pugster, what's up, little man? And she's all like, golly, and we're gonna go now. And they're running away together. What would you give her?
Nothing. She's your sister. Be happy for her.
But what if she doesn't get rid? What if all the good times are already behind me?
That's life, kid. You lose the thing you love.
Tell me about it. What's this one?
Acrimonium. You want to stay away from this baby.
Why?
Takes the lid off the it. Brings out the dark side.
What do you mean?
One swig of this and Mary Poppins turns into Medea.
I don't understand your references.
Well, stop the damn texting and pick up a book once in a while. Now, quit whining about your sister and start thinking about you and how you're going to live your life. Time, my dear, is a thief. She'll steal your soul and flee on little fairy wings. And stay out of my stuff, I'll rip your leg off and bury it in the backyard. I love you.
Wednesday we'll drink and then she'll be herself again. Lucas will leave her be so she can torture me just like she always did. Till then, I'm just a strange, sad kid.
Another magnificent feast. All thanks to my fabulous lady wife, from whom I keep nothing. Now, this dinner puts me in the mind of my great ancestor, Hector Fernando Esconchilo Chimichanga, a man hated by the church, but clever with a quip. In fact, while being burned alive, he said to the priest, keep it pink in the middle and a little crispy on the outside.
Thank you, Gomez. And now it's time for the game.
Please, not the game.
But it's a
really
family tradition.
Pugsley, could you just go away and die?
I will if your boyfriend will.
Carla, maybe the game is a bad idea?
No, it's a good idea, and if it isn't, then somebody will be sleeping on the couch. for a very long time.
On second thought, the game is a good idea, the best of all ideas.
What kind of game?
We call it obligación de revelar.
Oh, Spanish. What does it mean?
Full disclosure.
Exactly. Everyone sips from the sacred family chalice,
And confesses a secret they've never told anyone.
loosely based on the Inquisition.
And you have to absolutely tell the truth.
Or what?
Or there are consequences.
Oh, I don't think I would be very good at that game.
Sure you would.
Oh, no.
And now, Gomez will break the ice. My husband has something he needs to disclose.
No. The host goes last.
Lurch, the sacred chalice.
This is the sacred chalice of Adam's family's past. Firm in my digitalis, held fast, die cast. Here in this sweet libation, salvation resides. Feel the sweet sensation, revelation provides. Full disclosure, it's a game that we play. Let your darkest secrets give you away. Face your demons and then happily say, I'm playing full disclosure with all these crazy happy people.
Full disclosure.
It's a hell of a thing. Once a favorite of the late Deng Xiaoping. Doesn't matter if you're right or left wing, he loved his full disclosure.
Disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure. Disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure.
Yes, well, my disclosure is in the form of a fairy tale. Once there was a man who had a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful children. A humble man, I'd say, and yet within his breast beat the heart of a loyal and steadfast husband who worshipped his wife and treasured the very ground she walked on. Thank you. And one day a fox appeared, bringing with him a beautiful box of rare wood and Spanish leather. What's in the box? Asked the kindly man, and the little fox said, a little secret, nothing important, but you must never ever open it. So the man brought the box home, and his beautiful wife said, let's open it anyway. And the kindly man said, don't push it, honey, we've got a good thing going. And they never did open it, and everyone lived happily ever after. Full disclosure.
Well, we'll just have to come back to you, won't we? Wednesday's turn. Pass.
Me.
Yes, let's hear from Fester, the chalice.
I am in love.
Aww.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. How could a fat, bald person with no specific sexuality know anything about love? But I do love. Fester loves.
Oh, Fester, who is it?
The moon. The moon. He's in love with the moon.
Yeah, that's normal.
That's the most beautiful thing I have ever heard.
Oh, I haven't told her yet.
Aww.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure.
Embrace it and slew.
Embrace and slew.
All from Fraser fall in love with the moon.
He loves that moon.
Close your sermon with a signature too.
And call it full disclosure.
Wednesday's turn.
Go.
Me. Age before beauty. The chalice. The kid and I had little heart-to-heart before this. Told him to use his time wisely. Look who's talking. How much time have I got left? I'm 102. I have shingles and arthritis. And when I break wind, it could start the windmills on an old Dutch painting. But I still got one more round in me. Full disclosure. I just peed.
We should have put you down years ago. All right, Wednesday's turn.
Not yet. Daddy, talk to her.
I've still got the Foxbox problem.
Wednesday, your turn. The chalice, please. Where's the chalice?
Yes! Now with a dash of potion, my sister blows her cool. Hopefully in slow motion.
turning him back into
A raging bull.
Well, as you can see, my wife isn't herself, so we'll be on our way.
No! We're in the middle of a game, so button your lip and sit yourself down.
Alice, I think you
Remember how it used to be, Mel? How we'd look at each other in the middle of dinner and rush home and go upstairs. And sometimes you couldn't even wait, so you'd pull the car over to the side of the road. Lighten up, Lucas. Parents, do it. Remember, Mal, when we were crazy and the future didn't exist? What happened, Mal, to the guy with the Grateful Dead t-shirt? Is he ever coming back? How long do I have to wait? A woman waits for marriage. A woman waits for children. She waits for Big Mel to come back home. At 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock till it's 9 o'clock, and there's no o'clock to ease the pain she can't explain. As the woman waits in the dark for a spark that once was there, that isn't there, not ever alone and waiting and welling and whining and waiting and wanting and wishing and woe, waiting, fixating, debating, loose waiting, high skating, lactating, and so we wait to laugh. We wait to cry. We wait for every hopeful breath, waiting for a lousy, rotting, vicious, rancid, flesh-down, beaten, frenzied, fatal
That's too dark, even for us!
Full disclosure.
Story was grim.
We're talking grim.
Filled with fear and loathing up to their brim.
That's quite a grim.
Just imagine being married to him.
Okay, Adams, enough is enough. The kids like each other. I thought, okay, let's give it a shot. But you people are insane. You got a house where there shouldn't be a house, a zombie for a butler, and a man who's dating the moon.
I wouldn't say we're dating.
We're simple people, Mr. Adams. We're not used to your sophisticated New York lifestyle. So with your permission, we'll be on our way. Full disclosure. Lucas, help your mother off the table.
You were right, Lucas.
Right about what?
Thanks anyway, Daddy.
Thanks for what?
We should have just told her.
Told me what?
It doesn't matter. Lucas and I love each other, and we're getting married.
What? That's what you get from me?
No secrets, huh?
Very, 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 very. Full disclosure, what a miserable game. Playing once in life is never the same. Someone started it, so someone's to blame. And up a fool.
chaos. I mean, is this any way to end an act? Well, actually, yes, but I think it'd be more fun if our guests didn't leave just yet. What do you think?
Yeah!
All right, dead people, give me some weather.
It's a tornado! We'll never make it out of here alive!
Well. Beinecke's, it looks like you'll be spending the night. That's what happens when you play.
Wait. We have to talk this over for a minute.
Talk what over?
We can't just run away and get married. You said it was important for everybody to get along.
And you said it didn't matter.
Yeah, but we want to kill each other. Do you really want this hanging out over our heads?
Boy, you sound just like your father. The root doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
What?
Forget it.
The apple. The apple doesn't fall from the tree.
God, you're annoying.
You know what I think? I think you never wanted to get married. I think you just wanted to stick it to your mother.
Don't psychoanalyze me, Lucas. It's a deep, dark hole, and you don't want to go there. Come on.
What are we gonna do about the money?
Stop being so scared of everything.
Yeah!
Yeah, like you're not scared.
I ain't scared for breakfast, honey.
Yeah!
Can we just go back to the house and make some rational decisions?
No!
I don't want rational decisions. I want crazy, impulsive, dangerous decisions.
Yeah!
Are you coming or not?
Look, I can't just run away and get married with you. It's too crazy for me. I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as you're going to be when you wake up and you're 46 and working for your father.
No, Wednesday, come on. Wait, I can't be impulsive. I just need to think about it first.
Well, there you have it. Secrets exposed, marriages threatened, delicious anarchy. Can this be repaired? Or do all leave in an hour feeling vaguely depressed? Let's find out, shall we?
Shamed, humiliated, mortified.
Clara!
I told that Beinecke woman we kept nothing from each other.
My sweet, my only. Wednesday wasn't sure about the boy and didn't want to worry you.
So you didn't dare tell me, 'cause I'm such a terrible mother.
You're a wonderful mother.
And this is the thanks I get. I gave up my dreams for the sake of this family. I wanted to travel. I wanted to see Petty. I never got to see the Suez of Petty. And now it'll never happen.
Clara!
So this is what happens to mothers. Alone and forgotten, living in a tiny room, living off cat food and broken dreams. That's how it ends. Look at your mother. She came for the weekend, weeks turned into months. It's 12 years later and she's still up there, deceived, deluded, smoking in the attic. A grandma. Well, I'm not going to end up like your mother.
My mother? I thought she was your mother! No, seriously.
You lied to me. I can't live with that.
Dear Clara, I feel the urge to take you in my arms.
Not today.
But Clara!
Out. My daughter's getting married. I can't believe it's true. She doesn't ask her parents before she says I do. And what about my husband? Oblivious, naive. This evening's getting serious. These Ohioans won't leave. But I can't let these latest problems rob me of my bliss. When I'm scared of true disaster, I remember this. Death is just around the corner, waiting patiently to strike. One unplanned electrocution, that's the kind of end I can comprehend when I'm feeling uninspired, or I need a little spree. I'm reborn knowing death is just around the corner, coming after me. Get it? Coroner. Death is just around the corner. Death is
just around the corner, waiting high upon the hill. Someone buried in an avalanche. Ah, that's the kind of gig I can really dig. Marriage often disappoints you. Not each husband is a gem. So I'll mourn knowing death is just around the corner, coming after them. If life's all close, I'll muddle through some. For when death comes, I hope it's gruesome. Some people die from public stoning, faulty wiring, faulty zoning, cherry pits they didn't know were there. It could be by a jungle cat,
A slippery mat, baseball bat.
perhaps an unsuccessful love affair. It could be on a speeding train, it could be underwater, it could be too much Novocaine, or even by your daughter.
Perhaps a bad mosquito bite.
A title fight!
Religious right.
My darlings, it might even be tonight. Death is just around the corner. No one's ever been immune. Turning off a respirator with a simple click, scandalously quick. I can't face the moon tomorrow. If I make it past today, I feel good saying death is just around the corner, swiftly on its way. Death is just around the corner, and you have to keep the calm. Don't ask why, for your death is just around the corner. You and I, happy being both the morning mourner, say goodbye, because death is just around the corner, coming for us all. For your death is just around the corner. You and I, happy being both the morning mourner, say goodbye, because death is just around the corner, coming for us
I feel so dark, I feel so dead. All is black inside my face.
Boy, they really got to you. It doesn't even rhyme.
You got a problem with that?
I didn't raise this boy to be kidnapped by some left-wing Spanish weirdos.
You didn't raise him, Mal. I did. You were at the office, remember?
I was at the office for you, for him. I had plans for this boy.
Oh, Mal, he's in love. Let him follow his heart.
Follow his heart? That's crazy.
What's wrong with crazy? Crazy's underrated.
You're gonna have to start taking all your stuff and putting it all together, or I'm gonna start taking steps.
Good idea. You can start by taking steps outside. If you want to act like a tool, you can go sleep in the shed. Mal?
What?
Oh, nothing.
Storm has passed. Think I'll get a little moon. Yoo-hoo! Where are you hiding? Are you playing with me, my only one? Look, there she is. Lovely, is she not? And yet so far away. Yes, my dears, in matters of love, distance is our friend. Closeness? No, thank you. 250,000 miles away. That's a good distance for romance. We never fight, each waiting
a heartbreaking separation. Each meeting, a happy reunion. When the day light ends and the moon ascends, I would rather be just the moon and me. When I feel purple, then my heart is full, and the night is softly, sweetly calling. Faster, look and see. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a dream that's coming true. When the moon says, I love you. Though I'm told it's wrong when I sing my song, she accepts, she attends, she believes, she befriends. La 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 la. It's the dream that's coming true. When the moon says I love you, how can it be when love is real? It's the dream that's coming true. When the moon says I love you. That's coming true. When the moon says I love
Wednesday,
Don't even.
where do you think you're going, young lady?
Away.
Elopement?
Daddy, would you just please let me...
No! This is exactly what comes from keeping secrets. If the two of you wanted to get married, you
There's
should...
not going to be any marriage.
No? Why?
He bailed.
What? A breach of promise and outrage.
He thought running away was a bad idea.
On the other hand, he does have a point.
I hate him.
Well, it's a beginning. It's something to build on.
He says he can't live without me, but then he lets me go. I love him. Why doesn't he love me?
You just said you hated him. Which is it?
Both.
Now you've got it. Right and wrong, who's to say which we should refuse? All we know, love survives either way we choose. Here you are at the edge, go ahead and fall. Don't resist, I insist, love still conquers all. It even conquered you, my adorable Attila. You had to go and grow up.
And you're cool with that?
Yes. And no. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling sad. A little childish. A little bad. I think of all the days you've known. All the ways you've grown. See you on your own, and then I'm feeling happy and sad. sad and happy, why should I choose? Life is full of contradictions, every inch a mile. At the moment we start weeping, that's when we should smile. So many memories. Wednesday, eating her first worm. Wednesday, sealing up her baby brother in the wall. Wednesday, setting fire to her first Jehovah's Witness. And I think to myself, where did the years go? And I am sad. But then I see this lovely young lady, and I am happy. Happy, sad, like the bull when the matador puts the sword into him, and he looks at the matador and he says, "Nice job, I hate you." In every heaven, you'll find some hell, and there's a welcome in each farewell. Life can be harsh, the future strict. Who would dare predict? And the boy you picked, not bad. So let's be happy. Forever happy, completely happy, and a tiny bit sad.
How long have you been standing in the shadows?
My whole life.
Nice. You, my friend, should be a writer. Have you met my daughter? This is Wednesday, the best thing that will ever happen to you. Don't screw it up.
Yes.
Look, I can't imagine life without you.
5 minutes ago you could.
No, but you see, the lover always comes back. Ulysses, Tristan, Romeo.
Listen, I'm homeschooled. What's your point?
My point is, I would rather die than live without you.
Okay. Prove it.
What?
Prove it. Here.
Where did you...
Put this apple on your head and go stand against the tree.
Wait, you're gonna...
Uh-huh.
You're crazy!
And you're not crazy enough. That's the problem. Once I was hopeful, thought we were one. Life less than perfect, finally begun. But now I wonder, are we undone? I wanna treasure you in death as well as life.
that will not deliver, only dancing on my grave.
Life is not going steady.
Can't you shoot that thing
I'm
already?
gonna demonstrate that fear is my idea.
Girl, believe me, fear is your
I'm
remedy.
frightened life is big.
Yeah, my life must be a real
And
last
the
night.
really
Sensibility. No. Okay. You want crazy? Here is crazy.
Okay, now it's getting interesting. Aren't you afraid?
No. You know why? Because I will guide the arrow. I'll guide it with my love.
How does that work exactly?
We're connected, you see? We're destined to be together, so nothing bad can happen.
Yeah, but what if I miss?
Then you'll be the last thing they'll ever see.
That is so hot.
Ready? Ah!
Oh my god!
Gotcha! Now will you marry me?
Oh yes, Lewis, 1,000 times yes.
Lucas! It's Lucas!
Gotcha!
Did you hear that? The boy was willing to die for love. Hard to believe he's your son.
He was so happy.
Do you remember that? Being happy?
Yeah. What happened?
You turned into a cold, rigid, selfish control freak.
Fester, you're a wise person. How do I fix this?
Don't worry, it'll come to you.
Well, I wasn't always this way. I was a happy-go-lucky once. I played guitar, slept until noon. But then you get a wife, kids, and a morgue.
Keep going.
What do I say?
Just remember how you felt the first time you saw her.
Alice, it's Mal.
I know.
No, the old Mal.
The old Mal with the guitar and the t-shirt.
And the headband.
Oh my god, the headband. You were pretty crazy back then, you know that?
Yeah, I know. I guess I got stuck, Alice. More than most men. But Mama, I swear, I'll be crazy again.
Mal, you're rhyming.
For you, just for you. I learned from Lucas. I learned from you. I wasn't happy. I wasn't true. But then the way you spoke at dinner touched my soul. Completely crazy yet completely in control. So when you kicked me out, I said, let's rock and roll. Oh, I'll be crazier than you, much crazier than you. It warms my heart to see you living large. I'm crazier than you, much crazier than you. I'll drop the plan, you'll be the man in charge.
All this time and all I needed was the hope that you'd submit.
Too afraid and too conceited to believe that you were it. But the journey's now completed.
Oh Mal, I've missed you, pumpkin. Come to mama.
I'm gonna treasure you in death, that's my last
Mal,
vow.
rhyming.
I'm gonna cut you with my love and with my knife.
Timing.
I can live as your tormentor and your wife. I am crazier than you.
I'm crazier than
I'm
you.
crazier than you.
Please tell me what to
And
do.
live or die, I'll let you have control. I'm crazier than you.
I'm crazier than
So
you.
say you love me too. From here on in, you're singing to my soul. My soul.
my little cockroach.
I can't sleep.
Why not?
There's no monster in the closet.
Well, I'm sure he's hiding someplace else.
Mama, I have a full disclosure.
Yes?
What if you tried to do something to someone and you ended up doing it to somebody else by mistake?
Are we talking about anyone we know?
Well, I was talking to Grandma before this, and she told me...
Don't listen to that ancient woman. She may not even be part of this family.
Is Wednesday really gonna marry that guy?
She might.
Oh no! Make me feel better, Mommy.
Life is a tightrope, my child. And at the other end is your coffin. Better? Now shut your eyes or the monster won't come out and gobble you up. Pugsley? Pugsley? Sleep well, my little vermin. Your mommy's life has fallen apart and she needs to go away for a little while. And if years from now, when your marriage falls apart, and you wonder who set us all on this road to hell, well, you can thank your father. Watch over my baby, will you? Keep him in harm's way.
One little secret, and she throws me out. What could I do? I was trapped. But my darling, my only one, I'll make it up to you. You want to see the world? Done. You want sewers? I'll show you sewers fit for a queen. Where's that hotel guide? Gracias. Ah, Hotel Merde, Rue des Toilettes. Condemned 6 times by the Board of Health. Not enough. Ah, voila! Hotel Nosferatu. Rating -3 stars. No windows, no towels, no staff. Bingo! The worst hotel in Paris. Get the money line, my friend. Hurry! This is the final round. Did I ever once believe this day would come? Did I ever once expect the worst? Did I ever dream that I could feel this way? Dios mio, no, this is the first. I'm a Latin man, and Latin men are smart. Everything we do is quite sincere. Leading with a sword as much as with a heart. Never once did I prepare to hear. Not today, she spat it in my face. Not today, not even any grace. Not today, the words I heard her say. Not today, not today, not today. I remember well the day she poisoned me. No one else had cared enough to try. How did she uncover all the joys in me? All the way she promised I would die. Every year that passes I adore her more. Anyone who knows us would agree. She's my every fever, flu, and canker sore. She's my only hepatitis B. Not today, I'm dancing on my own. Not today, a dog without a bone. Not today, that rotten rondolet. Not today, not today, not today. He said my call to Paris. It's about time. Hello? Hotel Nosferatu? The future of my marriage is at stake. Can you confirm this is the worst hotel in Paris? Because I need to get your ghoulish guarantee. What would I pay to hear you say you'd serve my petit déjeuner from an abandoned and condemned patisserie? I must be clear, don't want to circulate misnomers. You must have roaches in the bath at any cost. It says right here in my new guide I bought from flowers that even in July your pipes are thick with frost.
Gomez, Gomez!
moment where my marriage vows decay? Is this the moment when Morticia runs away? No, not today, not today, not today. So, it's true.
I can't live with a man who keeps secrets.
There's another secret I haven't told you.
What?
That you were the most beautiful, most desirable, most exquisite of all women.
That's no secret.
No, but even you had a secret once.
Never.
And if you're wrong,
I never am.
but if you are, what will you give me?
Name it.
A dance.
Go on.
Many years ago, when you loved me and you wanted to marry me, we came to your father and told him. And he said, wonderful, let's go tell your mother. And what did you say?
How could I possibly
You said,
remember?
no, she'll ask a lot of embarrassing questions and wreck the whole thing.
That's different. My mother was judgmental, condescending, and withholding, and loved nothing more than stirring up trouble.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, I've turned into my mother.
And Wednesday is you. Isn't it beautiful?
You did that like a lawyer.
No, just a husband and a father. Not so easy. In fact, very difficult. Let's live before we die. Let's laugh before we cry. Let's hold each other tight and dance. If I have caused you pain, it's easy to explain. Come fill me with delight and dance. I love my wife, forever you will be. But Wednesday's life, that too is part of me. Two women I adore and swore to suffer for. Let's end this tug of war and dance.
Mother told me to beware of men with silver tongues.
What I lack in depth, I more than make up for in shallowness.
You really think you can sway me with a joke?
It is the last thing I try before the mixtape.
Tomorrow I may be in rainy gay Paris.
Please stay right where you are and dance.
I'm not a castanet who clicks with no regret.
You're more than that by far, so dance.
This place we're in can never be what was.
Till we begin to do what dancing does. My darling, I was bad husband and bad dad, instead of being sad.
Love, we're lost, we're drifting out to sea. But side by side, we're gloomy as can be.
As gloomy as can be. Morticia, I was wrong. I knew it all along. Forgive me with a song
And dance.
can we ever thank you?
Tell your friends. Word of mouth is so important. Young lady, step forward and speak the words that every mother longs to hear.
I'm sorry.
You really want to marry this boy?
I do.
Why?
He's willing to die for me. Mother, I need to ask you something.
Yes.
Go on. Ask.
Can we have your blessing?
Of course. May you have many children, and may they give you just as much grief as you've given us.
Attention, everyone! I have a full disclosure. I'm taking my beautiful wife to Paris.
Oh, Gomez, the sewers.
Special package. 1 day, 7 nights.
Je t'aime, mon cher, je t'aime toujours.
The French.
Okay, fun seekers. My acrimonium was missing, so I sniffed around. Tell them what happened, you little bedbug.
You're all so smart. You figure it out.
Okay, let's see. You were afraid you would lose your sister.
So you stole my acrimonium.
To make Lucas and Wednesday fall out of love with each other.
But I never got to drink it because...
I gave it to my mother.
And I drink it, becoming who I really am.
Which made me fall in love with my family all over again.
And I reached deep into my womanly reservoir of compassion and bathed your father in forgiveness.
Welcome to our family. We're not losing a daughter. We're gaining 3 Beinecke's. Young man, for purely selfish motives, you turned a simple dinner party into a night from hell.
We couldn't be more proud.
Pugsy, you're an artist. You rearranged life itself and it all came out even. You're the best brother in the world.
So you're still going to torture me?
Of course, until you get a girl of your own.
My son, you embraced the darkness of your despair and suddenly the whole world made sense. You are a true Adams.
Move toward the darkness. Welcome the unknown. Face your blackest demons. Bite your bleakest bone. Lose your inhibitions. Love what once was mine. Toward the darkness and smile.
Move toward the darkness. Don't avoid despair. When we at our weakest, can we learn what's there? When you face your nightmares, then you'll know what's real. Move toward the darkness and feel.
Faster, faster, what are you doing?
I'm embracing the unknown. I'm moving towards my darkness.
Au revoir, Fester. May you find your bliss.
Excuse me, Fester, but where are you going?
To the moon, Alice.
Something old,
Something new.
craziness writ large.
Someone bold,
Someone true.
someone new in charge.
You and I face the sky, and the light we see fades away in the gray, leaving you and me. Huxley, would you do the honors?
I'm coming, my love. Faithful.
Why, my losing brother? Why are the wings alive?
Hello? Hi guys. Hello. Yeah, take it out. So we want to do a little appreciation to all the cast and crew members and all the staff that helped us out with this. So I just want to say a couple thank yous, and then everyone can be on their way and take photos and all that. So anyways, I want to say thank you to all of you guys who had come and supported us. And yeah, I want to thank all these lovely cast, these actors that did so amazing. We dedicated so much time, effort into this play. All the crew members that helped us build this set, that helped us run this play as smoothly as possible. Whatever. I want to thank Dr. Modoff for playing the piano. All these rehearsals and making the shows as real as possible. And thank you, Ms. Springett, wherever you are. Hi. For all the choreography and dance, we are forever grateful for your amazing spirit and energy.
Oh, yeah.
I also want to thank Miss Witt for helping with literally everything and helping support all of us as second in charge, even though she can't be with us today. She's still sick. And finally, our lovely Miss Houston. You took over for Miss Granis as secondary to being our leader, and you have done amazing. We are all so proud of you. You have done so. Thank you. This play was built on hard work and was so fun to put together. Everyone's time, dedication, and passion has made this play the best goddamn play to ever be on this goddamn stage. Thank you all for coming, and I'll hand it off to Miss Houston.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know how I'm going to follow that up.
One sec.
Oh, goodness. There's more.
We've got the flowers for Mr. Gomez, his last show.
All I wanted to say was that we are going to hold these beautiful people here for a moment in case we all wanted to take a group photo. I welcome my crew members to also be part of this photo. I welcome all of the families and friends to take advantage of this moment. I will bring the house lights up a bit more, but please feel free to photograph these people and celebrate this moment. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Let's do some layers, and if we can get our crew members to be down in front because they're all wearing black and